after the government's crackdown. Nirav's counsel has filed a plea seeking transfer of the case to CBI special judge from PMLA judge. The application states that the PMLA court has no power to continue with the case as the cognizance has been taken by CBI special judge and he has sought stay on all proceedings before PMLA court. Nirav Modi's counsel completely spooked after government's crackdown. Advocate Vijay Agarwal, who has moved an application before Special Judge PMLA in Mumbai stating that the case should be transferred to CBI Special Judge. Of course, my colleague and our political editor Aishwarya Kapoor and also our associate editor Aditya Rajkol will be joining us to give us more details on this. But for now, we can tell you that the counsel of Nirav Modi is seeking a transfer of this case to a special CBI judge, and I'm being told that Nalini, our legal correspondent, is joining us on the phone now. Nalini, what more can you tell us on this?
Yes, well, this is an application that has been filed by the counsel for Nirav Modi on behalf of Hemant Bhatt, who is the authorized signatory of all of Nirav Modi's firm, and he was one of the first persons to be arrested with regard to the entire PNB scam. In reference to that, he's now filed an application before the Mumbai court asking that this case should be transferred to a special CBI judge because it is a special CBI judge that had taken cognizance of this case in the first place, and he had clearly stated he sought a stay on all of the proceedings before the PMLA court, and despite that the proceedings under PMLA are continuing. So in reference of this, this application has been filed, and interestingly enough, this application clearly mentions that the impact of this case, the decision of this would greatly impact the extradition proceedings as well as the non-bailable warrants that have been issued against Nirav Modi as well as all of his aides. So keeping in mind, they are seeking to transfer this case now before the special CBI judge. Of course, another attempt to try and fight the extradition proceedings as well as all of the criminal complaints that have been going on against Nirav Modi's firms in Delhi as well as in Mumbai. There's another attempt by Nirav Modi's counsel to try and delay those proceedings and try and ensure that he gets an order in his favor. And with that, he's trying to make sure that the special CBI court hears this case. The court has listed the case to be heard on 10th of July. That's when we'll know more exactly what happened.
Absolutely, Nalini, and like you rightly said, that the counsel of Nirav Modi is very nervous, which is why they have claimed that the PMLA court hearing the case would greatly impact the extradition proceedings and the non-bailable warrants, which is why they are seeking a transfer.
Absolutely. This is, of course, proves that Nirav Modi as well as all of his aides that are involved in this particular case that is going on under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act are extremely nervous. They are extremely edgy. They're trying to resort to every legal option available to them to try and ensure that not only is the extradition process delayed as far as they can, but also that they get an order in their favor within India itself. Keeping that in mind, under Section 44 is why Vijay Agarwal has moved this application seeking for the transfer of the case to the special CBI judge. And what he's saying is that the special CBI judge who took cognizance of this entire case has clearly stayed all the proceedings under PMLA, and therefore the proceedings under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act should not continue anymore.
Nalini, in fact, MEA has already issued 3 note bails against Nirav Modi to UK, Belgium and France, and it seems like his counsel, Nirav Modi's counsel, is now preparing the groundwork of in case Nirav Modi is extradited on an immediate basis. Let's get an answer on this from Shavan, my colleague who's also with us on this broadcast. Over to you, Shavan.
Well, Suresh, as far as Nirav Modi and his legal team is concerned, clearly they are spooked with the kind of strategy that the government has adopted. Earlier in the day, we've also got reports that the Ministry of External Affairs has already written to 3 countries with regards to the extradition, because remember, both the agencies, the Central Bureau of Investigation as well as the Enforcement Directorate, working very fast as far as the extradition request is concerned. In a couple of days, perhaps the red corner notice would also be issued against Nirav Modi. That in itself would restrict all sort of movement, because once that happens, then India can actually proceed with the extradition request once the location is confirmed from the member country. So clearly keeping that in mind, the strategy right now is to basically ensure that he gets all the legal aid that is possible, and that is the reason why we've seen how the strategy essentially changing right now as far as the legal team is concerned.
Right, Shravan and Nalini, they're getting us all the details on this breaking story. Nirav Modi's counsel completely in panic after government's crackdown, and now they're seeking a transfer of this case to CBI special judge from PMLA judge. In fact, they've already moved an application before the special judge PMLA in Mumbai stating that the case should be transferred and that it would greatly impact the extradition proceedings and the non-bailable warrants. Now, Nalini, we'd like to get more details from you. The court has posted the case for hearing on the 10th of July next. So how do we really see developments unfolding within this time?
Well, it's very interesting, Sunisha, what has happened over here, because this application has not been filed on behalf of Nirav Modi directly or individually. The application has been filed for Hemant Bhatt, who is the authorized signatory of Nirav Modi group of firms, and he was among the first 3 people to be arrested with regard to the entire PNB scam. So not only does this application actually rely on Nirav Modi, but all of his aides that have been arrested and who are under investigation. And like you were correctly pointing out, all of the agencies are in the process of a crackdown against Nirav Modi as well as all of his aides, especially with regard to this entire PNB scam that happened.
Nalini, thank you for getting us all those details, and of course Shravan as well. We are tracking this story very closely on Republic, and we'll continue to do so. Thank you for joining us.